1-800-449-8255. The Sharkadoodle-Doo, Sharkalama Ding Dong. The incredible, gifted, legendary, beyond Swami, Clark the Shark with the Clark the Shit Show. It's 2 in the morning or so, and it's just another typical night. I'm in my car doing Uber Eats, and every night I'm very dedicated. Me and the wife do Uber Eats from about 4:30 p.m. all the way till 7 a.m. Then we come home and sleep in the day like vampires. And this is what I've been doing for years to survive. Now, Uber Eats is a real job, but Uber thinks it's like working at Carl's Jr. or Paper Route or something, but you're actually using your own vehicle, and you're ruining your own vehicle. Interestingly, you're paying for your own gas. They do this thing that's kind of cool and neat called Prop 22. Here in California, where I am. I'm in front of Winco San Marcos. My wife is in there here on the Clark the Shit Show. But I want to talk about Uber Eats, rude or just weird customers. I think they're pranks, like the guys in India with Uber. They're like, here he comes. He's coming down the street. I want you to... what I want you to do is start cursing on the phone with him. When sometimes you get these orders that the address is all fucked up. It happens all the time with Uber Eats. The Uber map takes you to this red pinpoint, and usually it's right. I would say 95%, maybe 97%, but 3% it just takes you to the parking lot. Or something like that. It takes you to the wrong house, especially in mobile homes, wrong address, everything. And then you get the customer on the line, and invariably the customer's drunk, boorish, or she says, I think I got COVID. I'm hard of hearing. I can't hear. And then slowly, as you're driving around, you're being nice and courteous. You're like, Maple Street, Elm Street, I'm almost there, ma'am. And she's like, what? Fuck you, what the fuck is it? And you're like, uh-oh, this is going bad. It's going downhill fast right here on the Clark the Shit Show. And it seems like the more nice and courteous you try to be, the more boorish and angry the customer is. And the funny part is the customer probably didn't know how to use the Uber Eats app, and they put in the wrong address, or someone did, but it wasn't your fault, the drivers. Right here on the Clark the Shit Show. Wasn't your fault. The pinpoint went to the wrong house, the parking lot, or the mobile park next to the apartment, or the apartment next to the mobile park. But mobile parks, if you are an Uber Eats driver, are nightmares. Trailer parks where Trump voters live, and probably a lot of Democrats too. They're intermingled together. But I'm not here to talk about geopolitics. I'm here to talk about drunken and or impatient and sometimes often misguided Uber Eats customers who are rude, boorish, threatening, menacing on the phone and or with text here on the Clark the Shit Show. Very scary if you've ever done Uber Eats at night and you come across a boorish and or drunken customer. Dude, when you get it, you're like, holy shit, is this a prank? Is it real? Is the customer real, or is it the guys in India or China setting you up like you're on MTV Punk'd? You're waiting for Ashton Kutcher. Or maybe P. Diddy to come jump out of the bushes and be like, "Ha ha ha, Sharky, we were just playing," like Clark the Shark's whole life. God will someday pop out of a bush and go, "I was just playing, Sharky." I think God might be Puff Dummy, you guys. P. Diddy, I do. It's not even Clark the Shark or Sharkulation or any of that, or Elon Musk calls it a simulation, or we all live in an alien's brain. I think we all live in Shark's brain. Just like Charlie in the Chocolate Factory, where I'm like invoices, receipts, and then like the kid hands me the everlasting gobstopper, and I'm like, Charlie. No, I'm like, Sharky, you won. And then the kid's like, what? And the old man's like, huh? I'm like, you won. Now you can take care of the Oompa Loompas at Uber Eats, Clark the Shark, 1-800-449-8255. Or you can take care of the drunken, boorish, impatient, or just weird customers in the night right here at Uber Eats, Clark the Shit Show, 1-800-449-8255 from the fabulous golden EIB Sharkerphone. It's actually a shitraphone, you guys. It's not a sharkerphone or a microphone, but it is number one right here, WABC Radio, New York City, worldwide, on the moon, Venus, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, planet Judas. I don't even know if there is a planet Judas, you guys, but Neptune, Pluto, of course, Earth, come on. Rogan, and Howard Douchebag and Michael Weiner might be technically better, more gifted and skilled, but they're not number one on Uranus like Clark the Shark is. Dude, face it, nobody has the timing or the skills, baby. Eminem thinks he's good with words. So does Dr. Dre. So does Hannity. So does Dan Rather. And of course, Rogan, who just learned about politics along with his buddy, Stephen A. Smith. The election, Kamala versus Trump 2024. A lot of people came out of the closet that they don't know anything about politics or something, or maybe they did or they do, or they're afraid to admit it. Yeah, dude. Imagine that. Rogan and Stephen A. Smith probably make millions of dollars on YouTube or whatever, and they don't know anything about politics, and they just learned it. 2024, and they can't decide whether to endorse Trump or Kamala. Imagine that. Right here on the Clark the Shit Show, Uber Eats driver. Watch out for those boorish customers now. They're rude, menacing, threatening, and drunken. Right here on the Clark the Shit Show, and I'm out. Peace.